Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the creepiest stalkers caught on live streams. Man, let's see what weirdos we're going to tap into today. But before we get to the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the above, man. I want to say thank you guys so much. Again, we are doing so amazing on this channel, man. I just don't even know how to thank y'all. Road to 5,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you drop that noti because, look, I'm posting every day. 3 videos a day, sometimes 4. I might hit you with 5, and I know you don't want to miss no good content, so make sure y'all tap in and let's get right to the video. Not waste no more of your beautiful time, because I know you're here to see the sauce. What we getting into, man.
9.
You're about to see some of the creepiest moments ever caught on live stream. Welcome back, Charlie here. Twitch can be fun for streamers and viewers alike, but sometimes these streamers get stalked by very creepy or even dangerous people, and sometimes it even happens in their own homes. In 2020, the Twitch streamer I'm Jasmine was walking on a beach in Vietnam. But that's when this eerie man creeps up behind her. The man looks around to make sure no one is seeing what he's about to do. That's when he goes in and sniffs I'm Jasmine.
9. 10.
The fuck? Yo, some people are weird as, like, I'm talking about weird on levels that can't even be comprehended. You over here sniffing people, but I ain't gonna lie, if we're keeping it a stack, little homie look like the type to do it, man. Look at him.
Jasmine.
Come on. He look like the type. I know we can't judge books by their covers, but when we do judge them, and they do exactly what we think they might do, you know what I'm saying?
10. Oh my god.
That's what you call a nervous laugh, if I've ever seen one.
That was so scary. Did that guy just sniff me?
The creepy man had been following her for some time, and he
Yo, what is up with this chat? Oh, y'all can't even see. Boobs, 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 boobs. Yo. You sitting there spending time watching your favorite streamer and you're just spamming the chat with boobs, 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 boobs. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up, y'all. Come on.
topped it all off by sniffing her on camera. Little did he know that thousands of people were watching him do this at the time. Jasmine laughed it off, but it's clear she was very uncomfortable and scared. But sadly for I'm Jasmine, this was not the only time she was stalked on stream.
Really?
On a separate stream, I'm Jasmine is sitting eating lunch out in the street. It's in public in broad daylight. That's when a man comes up and begins to touch her without asking her consent.
Oh, hi.
What the hell?
Hi. Oh my god, why are you touching me? No.
I ain't gonna lie, you know, she's a female and I don't know how big she is as far as a streamer, but she need to walk around with some type of security, or if she can't afford security, she need to have some type of, like, you know, boyfriend, brother, cousin, guy friend, whatever it is, but she should not be just roaming the streets by herself as a celebrity streamer, upcoming streamer, whatever it is. Obviously, she's a person, you know, that people look up to. This is very dangerous. I don't know what she got going.
Oh, no, man, stop. I'm sorry. No.
She laughs very uncomfortably and tells him to stop touching her. But the man does not listen.
Niggas don't got no
Things
shame.
get even worse. The man begins to try and touch her inappropriately.
He's so... No, whoa.
What the fuck? You think this shit's funny, dude? You think this is funny? Weirdos on a completely different level, bro. What the hell? This nigga thinks this shit is funny? Look at his... Yo. The reason I'm getting so livid is because I just know this is a real individual. This is a real human being, y'all. A real person. Bro, if anyone were to ever, if I were to catch any nigga doing this to one of my loved ones, or if I just caught this in public, honestly, could have been a dead stranger, and I see that she's clearly like, yo, I would do him dirt real bad, not gonna lie.
Oh, man, stop. Stop. Yo, stop it. No, just don't touch it. Bye.
Jasmine gets visibly annoyed and tells him to stop many times, but the man does nothing but laugh. It's in public and no one even stops this man. Jasmine
That's what I'm
tries
saying.
to get away, but
Like, even if I didn't know, I mean, it's possible nobody can like tell from afar, but bro, if I were to see this, I'm doing this nigga dirt, bro. I'm bad. I'm gonna be defending her like she was my little sister or something. Cause niggas like this need to understand, like, this ain't cool, bro.
but the man won't stop following her. After 10 minutes of being stalked, Jasmine enters a store, and thankfully, after that, the man finally leaves. But the moment she leaves the store and goes to the other side of the road, another man approaches her.
Oh yeah, all right. At this point, she needs to stop just walking around by herself. She needs to get some type of security, some type of male figure, even if it was her friend, even just an extra female friend. You know, the only reason I'm voting for a male is just there's more of a likely that he'll be able to overpower or intimidate any male weirdos from, you know, approaching her. But she can't be doing this alone, bro.
He gets out of his car specially to talk to Jasmine.
Oh my
Jasmine
God.
says she's going home and does not want to talk to this guy. According to Jasmine, this is a common occurrence.
You can see the
Later
stress
on
in
the
her
stream,
face,
she
bro.
begins to cry because she's so traumatized by the events. She says it's common for people to touch her weirdly or harass her in the street.
Always feeling unsafe.
Oh my God.
I hate that.
It's clear she's had enough and has reached breaking point.
It happens so much. It's like people like literally harass me in the streets, and I'm like,
It's important that if we ever see this kind of thing in the street, we speak up and stop it from happening. But sadly, I'm Jasmine is not the only female streamer who has been stalked on stream. A similar thing happened to a streamer known as Amaranth. Amaranth was streaming her workout one day at the gym. That's when a man begins to visibly check her out.
Yo, no shame. Buddy, what are you doing? What? Look at this guy.
Live on stream. The man stares at her very creepily for a few seconds, even though Amaranth expresses no interest in this man. The man doesn't realize thousands of people are watching what he's doing. But this isn't even
Like, what the fuck, dude?
the creepiest thing to happen to this streamer. One day, Amaranth
What the
was
fuck?
IRL streaming her supermarket shop. A man
These
can be
people
seen
aren't
with his
real.
phone in the background. But watch closely and you will be shocked at what happens next. The man takes a photo of Amaranth with the flash on. The man clearly messed up and didn't realize he had his flash and sound turned on. He then tries to play it off by taking photos of products on a shelf. Amaranth did not see what had happened, but the thousands of viewers clearly did. Taking these creep shots is very wrong. Not only is it insanely creepy, it's a massive violation of privacy. But unfortunately, this is a problem many women have to deal with around.
Bro, I just lost for words with how much of like weirdo clowns some people are on this earth, man. It just sometimes it don't even feel real. You're out in public, bigger individual, pick out your phone like a fucking like, bro, come on, man. Fucking sick, bro. Have some shame.
The world. Now let's look at another very scary stalker caught on live stream. But thankfully this clip has a good ending. An Australian man named Rob CD was streaming his life in Tokyo. As he's streaming, he notices a woman and a man walking together. At first, he imagines they're a couple, but that's when he realizes something is seriously wrong. The woman keeps giving him a look as if to say, "Help me," and she also walks towards Rob. The woman then says Rob is her friend. Rob then tells the man that he's a friend of this girl despite not knowing her. He read the situation perfectly and realized that the woman was being stalked by this man. Rob tries to tell the man to go away, but he won't leave.
I'm sorry. With my friend.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Good to see you. It's alright. Have a good night, man.
Hi.
See you.
Where from?
Australia.
Australia. Wow.
Yeah. Have a good night, man.
So, now fair.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
The girl is clearly very nervous and scared,
Oh my
but
God.
Rob's simple and heroic action saved the day. Always
Wow.
be on the lookout if someone looks uncomfortable in the street. Just because they're with a man doesn't mean they're a couple. The woman could be getting stalked just like in this case. But I also have to mention a very scary and dangerous stalker caught live on Twitch. This happened to a streamer named Elia Gatto. She was walking around with a friend on the street, but
I don't want to like judge, but why does it seem like all of this is happening in like Asian type of, you know, countries and stuff? You know, am I picking up on a pattern here? Not to say that I'm sure this shit happens in America and all over the world, but it just feels like everyone in this clip, like, what the hell?
that's when they notice a creepy man is following them on the street. If that wasn't bad enough, this man has a samurai sword.
Oh God! Oh God! Let's go find your husband! Let's go your husband! Let's go with your husband! Oh my God! Why?
They try to go down different streets, but the man won't stop following them. Thankfully, a man notices their situation at one point and steps in. But even with the guy helping them, the man with the samurai sword won't stop following them.
Oh my God.
Eventually, the Good Samaritan calls the cops.
This guy witnessed that. So I've seen that this guy is following us and he's telling us to run to the hospital.
The man with
Oh my
the
God,
samurai
she looks
sword is
worried,
soon
bro.
stopped by police. But it disturbs me how little people came to these women's rescue. They were clearly scared and maybe even in danger. If the man with the sword was not arrested, who knows what could have happened. There's a very good possibility these girls could have been injured or even had their lives taken by this man. Now moving on, we have to look at this very scary clip. In 2020, a streamer named Sushi Potato came across 3 fans. The fans said they wanted to take a photo with her, but it turns out what they really wanted was a lot more sinister. She was wearing a low-cut top, so put her hand over her chest. But that's when the men demand she moves her hand. She
Hell
refuses,
nah!
And that's when they begin to touch her and try and get her to move her hand.
What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Bro, man, some niggas just need to get, you know what I'm saying? Hell no, weirdos. Look at the type of individuals they are too, bro. Look at this. Look at this guy. Come on, fucking clowns, bro. Oh my God. It genuinely pisses me off, bro.
I'm not taking my hand off. No, I'm not taking my hand off.
Oh my God.
No.
These fans are incredibly creepy and
This
way
is happening
overstepping
on a
the
live
line.
stream.
In 2021, Sushi Potato is talking to a random man on the street. The man asks where she's from and basic facts about her. But that's when
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of like, and you know, this is the same person, this Sushi Potato. It's like, I just am imagining if I was a woman and that happened to me, bro, I would be scared out of my mind. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this. But they're continuously coming back out into the wild. Now, granted, they should be able to. I'm not in for a second implying that they should just stay inside and be afraid of the world now, because, you know, then, you know, the evil people in the world would win, essentially, right? You can't live in fear, but like, damn. The same person, multiple occasions where niggas are just being weirdos. Like, you know, it almost begs the question, why, like, is her audience just full of weirdos? I guess what's the real context behind her content? Doesn't make it right, not even for a second, but just, you know, maybe she's like, I don't know, the type of content she's putting out there attracts these type of guys. Cause damn, it just feels like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different occasions. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
this goes seriously wrong. The man begins to touch her inappropriately.
Whoa, okay, don't touch my boobs.
Yo, what the fuck?
Don't say oh, my so going, touch my boobs, please. Get away. Bye.
She gets upset and tells him to go away. Thankfully,
What
she
the
has
hell?
water to throw at the man to make him back off. This situation easily could have got dangerous or even worse. The scary thing is, the man knew he was being filmed but didn't even care. It's terrifying what can happen to a woman on a street late at night. But sometimes Twitch streamer stalkers take things to another level. Take a look at this haunting clip from streamer JDann. While streaming live, she gets a phone call from her stalker. At first, the stalker pretends to be her father on the phone, but he then goes on to say that he's not her father. The stalker then says if she
How do you pretend to be somebody's father? I'm pretty sure I'd recognize that you're not my father instantly.
doesn't remove her clothing, he will take her father's life. JDann is
fuck?
visibly scared and confused. Later on, JDann explained the stalker was verbally abusing her on the phone. Jade quickly called her father to make sure he was safe, and thankfully he was. She then called the police to report this stalker. Hopefully, the call can be traced. But this is not the first
Hopefully. Did it not get traced?
time Jade has been stalked live on stream. One time, a stalker sent 25 pizzas to her house. And another time, the fire
didn't know where she
department was
lived.
called to her house. That's because a stalker wrongfully called up and said her house was on fire. It's terrifying that someone who simply streams games would have such evil stalkers.
I guess it is pretty common in the streaming world. They get doxxed all the time. It's
Jade
crazy.
tries to make people smile with her streams, and in return, she gets stalked and swatted. Now, I have to include this clip from the late great streamer Rectful. One day, Rectful was walking down the street in Japan at night. That's when he notices something strange behind him. There's a creepy masked man following him on the street.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't going, bro. Hey, bro, what you want? You good? You good? I'm doing all that. I'm looking bad. Hey, you good? All right, bro. Fuck you got going? First, like I'm walking after a decent amount of miles, and I'm seeing this nigga just following me. I'm confronting that. Hey, bro, why the fuck you? Well, you good? You all right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I wouldn't curse right away, but I definitely gonna check and be like, what you got going, bro?
If he had turned to keep following me, I would have been creeped the f- out. Wait, he turned. Wait, he turned.
Yeah, see, I'm turning around. I'm walking straight towards him. Yo, bro, what the fuck you got going? I noticed you following me. I'm recording. I'm a live streamer. And matter of fact, let me tell you, I'm live right now. So whatever you want to do, just know it's happening in front of thousands of people. You good? All that.
Wait, do I run?
No
Nah.
matter where Rectful walks, the man seems to follow him. He even turns around various times, and so does the man. At this point, Rectful realizes the man is absolutely following him, so he begins to run. That's when the man begins to chase after Rectful. Eventually, Rectful yells at the man and asks him what he's doing.
Should have been did
I'm
that.
running.
Hell no.
Man, you know me? Why did you do that?
Thankfully, the man in the mask later said it was simply a prank, and he's a fan of Rectful. But
Prank. Nigga, I'll slap your shit.
even so, this is a very scary and nasty prank to play. Thankfully, it was simply fun and games. But as we've already seen here, sometimes streamers can be harassed by dangerous people. I can only imagine what Rectful was thinking in this moment. Finally, let's look at this clip from a Singaporean streamer.
If y'all don't play with me like that. It ain't gonna be no prank. You better say, hey, yo, Berto, where you at, Berto? You know, make it clear that, hey, it's a friendly interaction. Don't be just fucking following me, bro. I'm gonna check that shit. Yo, what the fuck you got going, bro?
Streamer
Prank.
named Kiera Kitty. Kiera Kitty is filming herself one day on a train, but that's when a man in front of her begins shaking his behind in her face. Kiera is clearly very creeped out by this.
Look at the type of individuals that are doing these things. So weird.
But the man only responds in a rude way.
What?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What are you doing?
Don't film me if you don't want to be filmed.
Don't, bitchy, nobody's filming you. What the fuck is wrong?
This man is way bigger and stronger than Kiera, and it's very wrong for him to behave in this way. But the sad thing is, no one steps in to help Kiera here. I made this video to hopefully inspire some of you guys to step in if you see something like this happening in your life. Even just pretending to be someone's friend and stepping in could save their life, or prevent them from being touched inappropriately like we saw in this video. No one deserves the terrible treatment these people got, and I think it's safe to say that we all need to look out for our fellow humans much, much more. But
nah, for sure, man. I mean, bro, there's a lot of weird people in this world, man. Y'all be careful out there, especially my ladies, because I know y'all got it tough. My beautiful ladies out there. There's a lot of weird guys out here, man, and, you know, one thing I will say, I don't know the laws in everybody's state, but if you legally can, go get you some fire. Go get you some fire, because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You got to be able to protect yourself, especially as a lady, man. Walking around by yourself late at night, hell nah. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. You know how it is, man. I'm bringing you 3 videos a day, every single day. We dropping bangers, bangers, bangers. We in that post-a-thon, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Where you at?
Where you at, Berto?